At 28 years old, Janie McQueen worked as a house cleaner, earning just a bit above the minimum wage. She lived off credit cards and was neck-deep in debt while popping antidepressants to keep the depression at bay. For Janie, things have never seemed rosy, but the situation has not always been bleak for her. In fact, Janie was one of those intelligent folks that you could bet $1 million on their success. So what happened? In her late teens, Janie was shrouded with self-doubt and allowed other people's thoughts and words to dictate her life. With an IQ of 130 and a love for computers, Janie was easily on her way to becoming a programming genius. Unfortunately, she was always afraid to take up a challenge, believing she will never been good enough for the computer industry. She was always afraid of making mistakes and would prefer to not try at all than to try and fail. Just like Janie, many of us find ourselves trapped in the spiral of toxic beliefs. These beliefs could be subconsciously holding you back and keep you from growing. Most of our beliefs are created in early childhood but continue manifesting throughout our adult lives. This is why, by the time you're an adult, you might think it's impossible to retrace your steps and change your life. In this video, we will point out the negative mindsets or toxic beliefs that damage your relationships, career, and slowly eat your life, and also share how you can overcome these self-limiting beliefs to be who you want to be. Number 1. Procrastinating. It's Friday afternoon and the clock is ticking. You're working furiously to complete a task before the 5 o'clock deadline, while silently cursing yourself for not starting it sooner. How did this happen? What went wrong? Why did you lose your focus? Well, there were the hours that you spent rereading emails and checking social media, the excessive preparation, the coffee breaks, and the time spent on other tasks that you could have safely left for next week. Sound familiar? If so, you're not alone. Procrastination is a trap that many of us fall into. In fact, according to researcher and speaker Piers Steele, 95% of us procrastinate to some degree. While it may be comforting to know that you're not alone, it can be sobering to realize just how much it can hold you back. When procrastination becomes a habit, achieving breakthrough success becomes difficult because the mind is programmed to fear anything outside its familiar zone. More often, the root cause of procrastination is fear, either fearing there will be no substantial gain or fear of losing and taking risks. In reality, calculated risks are good. It creates a healthier mind by inducing creativity. When it comes to success or building a strong architecture of happiness in your life, keep in mind that today is always the best day, not tomorrow, not next week or the year after. Number 2, believing you aren't good enough. Negative self-talks that distort your inner world, causing your self-esteem to be reduced, is a habit you might have picked up when you were little, just like most people. Most of us want to blend in with the crowd, scared of the spotlight, to avoid feeling like a failure if things don't work out. Toxic beliefs that we aren't good enough is that which cause us to fail. Sometimes life just gets to be a little too much, and it's easy to get overwhelmed. Whether it be expectations from your boss, colleagues, friends, family, or other half, or even the sky-high expectations you have of yourself occasionally, it all comes to a head and you are left feeling like you are not good enough. The truth is that no one is perfect and we all have our shortcomings. Even idolized geniuses like Elon Musk failed several times with SpaceX, and his company Tesla almost tanked due to a manufacturing hell. Many more highly intelligent folks have faced so many failures, which goes to show that no one has the perfect strategy for success. Mistakes will happen. And just like with the first SpaceX rocket launch, you will fail many times, which is normal when leaving your comfort zone. The goal is to keep learning and learning till you craft that strategy to get you to where you want to be. Getting rid of the belief that you're not good enough takes you to the next level, allowing you to learn from your failures and capitalize on your success. Number 3, getting intimidated easily. Do you get intimidated by people so easily? Whenever you're around people you think are bigger and better than you, you find yourself shaking and stuttering to make yourself as small as possible. You try to sound as polite as possible, filling your words with "I'm sorries" so as not to offend them. The truth is that you wouldn't be human if you didn't feel at least a twinge of nerves when interacting with important people. However, when intimidation makes you afraid of speaking up for yourself, speaking in public places and events, or showing off your skills, it becomes a toxic habit that will stand in the way of your success. Dealing with intimidation is actually very easy. All it requires is breaking down the belief system you've created in your mind. You need to stop idolizing people, seeing them as perfect beings with no flaws, and seeing yourself as flawed. You need to stop looking only at people's achievements, but also remind yourself of their failures. To boost your confidence, mentally go through your own positive attributes, accomplishments, traits, and beliefs. If you can't think of any, create one. Get fit, learn coding, pass an exam, learn a skill, learn to play guitar. People that seem intimidating have a high form of self-confidence, which is built on their achievements as well as positive feedback from others. The only difference between them and you is that you fail to capitalize on your achievements. Rather than being afraid of screwing up, screw up as many times as possible and get back on your feet again. Like it or not, everyone makes mistakes, and learning from our mistakes builds our confidence. Number 4, believing in failure more than success. There are instances when some people reach mediocre success and we witness their downfall from there. Sometimes, even before reaching mediocre success, they begin to fall. Their secret? Believing in failure more than they believe breakthrough success. Hence, they aren't able to sustain the little successes that they achieve. Anticipating failure or signs of failure is never positive. It is very different from calculating risks. For in calculating risks, you no longer anticipate failure, you already have solutions even before the idea of failing arrives. Failure is mindset, and so is luck, success, and problems. To truly tap into the rich vein of success mindset, you need to discover what fuels your failure mindset, collapse it, and re-imprint it with better thoughts that can support success and happiness. Every life experience is a contributing factor that supports our mindsets. Find that one imprint in your mind where failure is being produced, and you are guaranteed to see only opportunities for success from this point. Number 5. Success requires a certain environment. Most people are trapped into this very toxic belief that in order to achieve success, you first need to reach a certain level. This is so wrong in many angles. Success originates from the mind. If there is any environment wherein success can be found, it is definitely your mental environment. Success does not happen by accident. Abandon the belief that you first need to reach a particular level before you align your mental resources to success. The crippling source of failure is the idea that environment and circumstances has to first align and produce a signal that it is the right time before you take action. Number 6. Believing that you are unlucky. Luck is mindset, it really is. The more you think of good things and anticipate a better future without a trace of doubt, your mental resources will align and make you hyper-aware of opportunities. Hence, it may seem to you that you are lucky, but in reality, you simply produced a better result by eliminating doubt and fears from the equation. Success is a structure. Ultimately, life is a structure. What is produced in this structure you call life is bound to the ideas, mindsets, and beliefs you hold. You cannot create ideas without a forerunner. If you are producing a difficult life, it means that the toxic belief systems that you hold on to are more valuable and dominant in your mind. Weaken the structure of your toxic beliefs and experience a happy life you can sustain. Number 7. Being afraid of change or changing things. Whether you perceive it or not, everything is constantly changing. The environment, the weather, the economy, technology, society, culture, your friends and family, your body, everything. And the better able you are to embrace change in what is happening in your world, the easier it will be for you to live your best life. For some people, the idea of constant and never-ending change is terrifying because change often involves risk and loss, possibly of something big like your house, your job, your money, your friends, your family, or just the loss of whatever is comfortable and familiar. Some people see change as something to fear or dread, instead of something that is a new adventure that has the potential to improve them or their life. That's what change actually is. It's an opportunity for you to experience something new and to grow and evolve as a person. Change asks you to learn new things, master new skills, develop new qualities like flexibility, optimism, courage, and persistence, all of which ultimately results in you becoming a better, more capable person. And that's a good thing, because the ultimate goal of life is not just a life of comfort, but a life of mastery, and mastery only develops when you are confronted with challenges. When you try to resist change, you rob yourself of the experiences that can transform your life on both a professional and personal level. When you welcome and embrace change, you open and allow yourself to cooperate with the natural evolution that is the reality of existence on Earth. Everyone experiences self-limiting beliefs now and then. However, persistent limiting beliefs can adversely affect every aspect of your life, preventing you from reaching your full potentials. Self-limiting beliefs are typically unconscious and difficult to recognize. They usually present themselves through self-critical thoughts, procrastination, perfectionism, imposter syndrome, and other self-sabotaging patterns that cause problems in all aspects of your life. Focusing on the positive aspects of things and eliminating triggers is critical in breaking free of your self-limiting beliefs. Thanks for watching, and if you liked the video, don't forget to share and subscribe.